Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Tenchijk. How you guys doing? Y'all good? I'm glad. Um, Today, kind of wanted to talk to you guys about relationships in general. Um, kind of give you guys some encouragement out there in the world. You know, uh, I've been making a lot of videos about AMBW. That's for sure, right? And I understand that the world right now, it's not easy. You know, it's not easy finding that loved one or someone that you love and someone that you click with. And many times we find ourselves just kind of settling down. You know what I mean? Just settling down with whoever's closest. But why do that? You know, really, why do that? See, the problem, honestly, is that in our life we were supposed to originally, God's plan was to have that one Eve to one Adam. You know what I'm saying here? That one person that you'll fall in love with, that you will have sex with, and then you will have babies with. That's kind of like the natural order of things. That was the plan biblically, anyways. But nowadays, because it's getting so open, that you can't just have one lover anymore. You know what I mean? And you have multiple lovers. You know, a long time ago, I used to think that premarital sex and all this kind of stuff, that was okay. Because I've done it, you know, I'm guilty of it. So it's just kind of like, I felt like, you know what? I could exclude that from the list of sins I've done. You know what I mean? But now that I realize it, that is the reason why there's so much divorce in the world, so much hatred between men and women nowadays. There's a lot of weird things going along, and I think it's the root. I mean, obviously the root always comes down to sin in itself, but I think premarital sex is the reason why a lot of these things happen, you know, because you're bringing in a lot of hurt from different relationships. And I don't know, man, I think it ruins a lot of relationships for reals. You know, you give yourself emotionally. You know, guys could dip it and quit it, you know, and then just not even think twice about it. But women are different. You know what I mean? They actually invest a lot of their hearts into that person, and when they get betrayed, they take that betrayed heart to the next boy that's going to come about. And whether they like to admit it or not, that weight, that burden comes to the next guy. I've seen it so many times, you know what I mean? They try to hide it. They try to act like it don't bother them that much, but it definitely impacts their life. Unless they're whores, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they're whores, you know what I mean? They just do whatever the hell they like anyways, then, I mean, of course, it's not going to bother them. But most women, they carry that burden with them, you know, and I'm sure guys do the same thing, you know. And, I don't know, I think those people who still have their virginity right now, keep it, you know what I mean? This whole world right now, the media, the TV shows, they just so make it look like it's the best thing. That's what you're supposed to be doing out in the world right now. Like, if you're not doing it, then you're not cool. And I understand, because when I was in high school, it used to be the same way. You know what I mean? Like, if you weren't laid, then you're not a guy or something. Like, if you didn't get laid, then you're like the coolest dude. You know, and I had a lot to prove, so, you know, moving on, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, don't fall into that, man. I know it's difficult, and to tell you the truth, those little girls who are trying to get boyfriends and girlfriends right now, just stay single, yo. For real. There's nothing wrong with being single. Okay, now if you're 40 and you're single, then there's a problem. You know what I mean? And if you're 30 and you're single, there's also a problem, right? But I mean, around your 20s, find that person that you'll be with for the rest of your life. That's the beauty, man. Instead of finding one after another, sleeping with every single person, trying to see what flows, you know, and before you know it, yeah, sure, you tasted the water, but you also tasted the venom that comes with it, you know, and you don't feel that burden at first, but when you actually get married or you do some stuff in your life, that shit's gonna come at you. It's gonna start eating up at you. It's not good. It's not beautiful. And of course, I'm talking to you young girls out there right now and young guys, you know, thinking that it's all cool to go out and just bone everybody you see and stuff. But yo, keep it in your pants, you know, keep it in your pants and do yourself do yourself a favor and just find that one person that you'll be with for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And like, and I think that's beautiful, to tell you the truth. Of course, in this world of ours, it's so difficult to do that. It really is, you know. And it's so difficult. But I mean, if you can do it, then do it. You know what I mean? Another thing that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about is just relationships in different nationalities. You know what I mean? A lot of people are so narrow visioned towards one race or another. You know, for example, black and Asians, and then there's Asians and whites, what have you. There's so many different types of interracial relationships. And there's a lot of people who complain about it. Some people get angry. They feel betrayed about this whole thing. But, you know, love happens for a reason, you know. And I understand that the media has a lot of impact in that. You know, for example, a lot of Asian dudes mail me saying how they're really frustrated about how Asian girls are going for white guys. That's all we see all the time. And I mean, it makes sense, you know, because no offense to you white girls out there, but then a lot of white girls start to get really, I don't know, it became kind of talky. They don't listen to the white man anymore, you know, and then the white man's personality can't take that very well, right? So they got to go for somebody who is more submissive, and stereotypically Asian girls tend to be more submissive, so they go for that. And the black guy stereotypically wants to get with the white girl because that's kind of like what they always wanted to get and shit, you know. And everybody else is kind of like, we got the short straw up in this bitch. You know what I mean? It's like, what the? See, there's a reason to that though. It's the media. We don't get represented enough. Not even close. So it becomes difficult for a lot of Asian dudes out there in the world. And of course, you know, they still have that narrow vision of only Asian women. You know, and there's other nationality girls that are saying like, holla at your girl, you know, come on, we over here. You know what I'm saying? But like, they don't. I don't know. I think a lot of Asian dudes still so narrow visioned, you know. But that'll change. That'll change eventually. And don't lose encouragement, you know. It seems as though Asian guys don't really dig people of different races, but that ain't true, man. It really ain't true. Like, a lot of them, and they're not shy either, you know. That whole thing about Asian guys being shy and stuff, maybe in the past, but it ain't like that no more. You know, they are outspoken. They just needed a time to shine, and now that they got the time to shine, they're going to shine, you know. And the best thing to do really is just to treat them like human beings. You know, we have a heart, we have feelings, we laugh at the same shit you laugh at, and we feel the same things that you guys feel, and all of that stuff. So, if it gets down to it, just, I don't know, man. I really don't know. The only thing I could do is just encourage you guys to say that, you know, it's not hopeless. It's just not many of us, that's why. You know, it's just not many of us. Probably in different countries and stuff, but in the U.S., not many of us, so it's going to be a little difficult, but it still could work. All right. Wish you guys the best of luck out there in the world, and I love you guys. Peace.